Hi guys, welcome to first episode of Angular tutorial. I hope you would enjoy it and this tutorial would be very conducive and helpful for you. Um, and thanks for watching my video, subscribing and leaving comments and your opinion and ideas about my tutorials. And even if there is some suggestion like I don't know teaching other courses that you need, you can um, help me to know. That would be really helpful for me. And before I get started, I should mention that I'm from Iran. My first language is not English, so excuse about my accent, and maybe in some cases I cannot translate what I mean. So, in this tutorial, we are going to teach you about components, life cycles that we call hook, directives, services, routing, argstays, that we focus on observer and subject, template-driven forms, reactive forms, pipes, HTTP requests, and how to have an optimized and module-based app. So, components are the most important part of Angular app. As we all hear that Angular is a component-based app. So, we are going to declare what we mean. What is Angular? Angular is a component-based framework for building single-page application. There is some prerequisites included HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The tools that we use is TypeScript as an Angular-based language, and the compiler that we use is CLI, command line interface. That this compiler would build your app. What is a component? You build Angular application with components. Components include 4 items below. A component class, that's actually the main part with a TS suffix. An HTML template. A component a specific style like Sass, less, CSS, or whatever you know. A testing specification file. So, you can create your component in 2 ways, manually or with the command line interface. That the short form of your command would be ngGC and your component's name. G would be the short form of generate, C would be the short form of component. There's some tips before creating your component. First of all, don't forget to download Node Package Manager for organizing and managing your packages. After downloading, install it, and don't forget to declare the environment, Node.js with the paths in the environmental variables. Then you can insert your compiler via npm with command npm i @angular /CLI. I is the short form of install. This would install the latest version of your Angular CLI. You can see other version, the specific version that you want in npmjs.com. So, after generating your component, We have this kind of a code in your component TS, I mean your class component. In your component decorative, this is decorative. There are three items that has specified: template URL, selector, and style URL. What is selector? Selector will use for component instantiation. Template is the block of HTML that would render the component in your application. And style is how to set specific style for your component. So, I'm going to teach you how to create an Angular app, and after that I would generate a component, a sample component for you guys. And at the end of the episode, I would prefer and suggest you to do whatever I've done in this episode. I mean, making a new project and generating the component, and before all of this you should install and download Node Package Manager. Of course, you can ask your questions about your assignment, about your videos, or whatever you want, and leave me comments. That would be very good. So I try to give you an assignment in the end of each episode for your practicing. So here is how to generate and create your first Angular app via command ng new your app name. After that, Angular would confirm you that would you like to add Angular routing. Type yes, and then it would ask you which style sheet format would you like to use. I prefer to use CSS. It's optional. So after that, after create some packages, and then after installing successfully all of them, you can have your Angular app. Here I'm going to generate my first component in my first Angular project. Ng generate component, for example, test, and enter. By default, the route and direction of your component would be in source, app, and it would create a folder with the name that you specified with the 4 items that I've mentioned: the CSS for styling, the HTML for template, the TS for instantiation of your component, and the spec for testing your component. Thank you for your watching, guys. I hope you really enjoy it, and this course would be very instructive and conducive for you guys. You really motivate and encourage me with comments and like and subscribing. That really helps me to continue my day. Do your best.